Arun sir, you're on mute. Arun sir is still on mute.
Sri.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it okay
Yes.
now?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
thank you. Is the voice clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, nice. So nice. I'm happy. So friends, what happened was that I was conducting a session for ICBI, Image Consulting Business Institute at Thane. It was lunch break, and in the lunch break, some of my students were talking. So the talk was something like this. Most of them were in the age group of 30 to 40 and ladies. So the talk that was going on was कि सासू को तो कभी कोई खुश नहीं कर सकता, कितना भी मेहनत करो, कितना भी कुछ कर लो, वो कभी खुश होने वाली नहीं है. And that kind of talk was going on. And then I overheard some conversation. And then someone just in a joking tone said, कि सर आप ये सब क्या सिखा रहे हो, आप इस पे कोई क्लास लेना चाहिए आपको, कि सासू को खुश कैसे करें. मैंने कहा अरे यार ये तो इम्पॉसिबल बात होगी, ये तो मुझे भी नहीं मालूम है, लेकिन that thought, that seed went into my head that there should be some session, not exactly on sasu bahu, but on the way everyone has got expectation. Because when this talk was going on, I was able to relate that even me as an individual, I've got a lot of expectations from my wife, from my parents, from my child, and so on. And even in the business scenario, we have a lot of expectations from our subordinates and other people, our neighbors, our friends. So I said that on this topic, I think we should do something. I should do something. And that is how this thought came, that why not develop this topic as a expectation management. और यदि हिंदी में बोले तो हमें सबको एक दूसरे से उम्मीद होती है, और वो क्या होता है जब वो उम्मीद फुलफिल होती है, क्या होता है जब उम्मीद फुलफिल नहीं होती. So these are the thoughts that came to my mind, and I thought that let's do something on this topic. My introduction is done, so thank you very much. I want you to think on this particular statement. What does it say? And what do you feel about this statement? So anybody would like to react, you can react in the chat box. Would you agree? Would you disagree? Would you like to make some additional point on this? Anyone, any thought? My take would be this, that unless and until we have expectations from people, so I may want, my wish list may be long, maybe that I really deserve it, but just by wanting and deserving, are the things going to happen? I think no. I have to have that expectation, and not just have the expectation, but do a little more about it, and then only things will start moving. Otherwise, I may create my wish list and it may not fulfill, and I will remain dissatisfied, and a lot of negative things may happen. What exactly I'm supposed to do, what exactly I'm supposed to think, these are the thoughts. तो पहला क्वेश्चन मेरा ये आता है कि आप किससे उम्मीद रखते हैं? Who are the people from whom you have expectations? So I want all of you to think about it. If you want to share, please do share. Otherwise, at least think in your mind that what are your, who are the people from whom you have certain. After there is some background noise from somewhere, so if you can mute yourself, if it is coming from you. I'm getting some background noise.
Yeah, Rajat here. If we can all mute our, so it's better for us to listen what Mr. Arun is saying. And if anyone is asking anything, please unmute and talk to him so that we can hear you also.
Absolutely true. You can use unmute and talk, or you can write in the chat box, whatever is comfortable, convenient to you. So my take is that we have expectation from our people. We don't have expectation from strangers. We don't have expectations from outsiders. But we have very high expectation from people who are our people, our family members, our employees, our staff members, my friend, and those kind of people, not from strangers or from outsiders. So I I want you to mentally write down, if not practically on the whiteboard, that who are the people from whom you have certain expectations and what are those expectations. So suppose it is your spouse, then what are your expectations from your spouse? I'm sure list is going to be very long, but which are the main expectations from people? I find it very interesting. Diganta is saying expectation from all to go mute right now. I really like it. This is the immediate expectation from people. Soumya is saying something interesting. I expect from my family, friends, customer, vendor, team, boss, co-passenger, house help. Absolutely true, right? Family and loved ones, yeah, so true. So we have these expectations. So who are the people and what is my expectation? So let's say if I talk about my spouse, what is my expectation from my spouse? Lot many, but if I want to identify one or two major expectations, what is that? Maybe similarly, if I have expectation from, let's say, my subordinate. Devajit, I like your comment. Expectations are both material and emotional. So there is a psychological, emotional expectation as well as the reason, the rational one. Both are important. And it is true. Someone says my spouse should understand me. I think this is one of the very, very important expectations to have. Very common and very important and very justified also. That I would have expectation that my spouse should understand me. Recently, I was watching a movie called Thappad, and I think the entire movie was on this key. My husband should just understand that what is my feeling, what is my emotion, and where do I stand. The entire movie was on that. It was a good experience to understand that. All I wanted, all that lady was wanting was my husband should understand. That's all, nothing more. So these are few expectations we have from people. Still some background noise, maybe. In a same fashion, there is a lot of expectation from our employees, especially those who are in a managerial position. Everyone can you mute, or whoever is the host, can you put everyone else on mute? संदीप सिंह के यहाँ से आ रहा है क्या? Okay. So very quickly, can we have a small role play on this, that what could be expectation and from whom are these expectations? So may I invite a few volunteers who would be willing to open the video and audio and take up a role. The role could be husband and wife. You don't need to be husband and wife in real life. It is a role play. So anybody can become, even a male person can become a wife and the other way around. So in role play, all those things are allowed. Or it could be a husband, boss and subordinate, or it could be any other relation and any other scenario. So quickly, if you can pick up a partner and give me a role and play a role. Anyone would like to volunteer? The first thing all volunteer needs to do is open the. Okay, Devajit is volunteering. Thank you, Devajit. I need one more partner. Could it be Yash or Shetty or anybody else? Just open your video, then we'll know that you are there, partner.
Sir, I already did. We opened my video.
Who is that?
Ashwin Seshadri.
Ashwin. So Ashwin is there and Devajit is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Ashwin, Devajit,
Yes,
we
yes, sir.
Farida also. Farida would like to join?
Yes.
Okay.
I have
Okay. So we have Devajit, we have Farida, and we have Ashwin, right? So Debajit, Farida is working in your company, and she is your subordinate, and Ashwin is also working in the company. He is also a subordinate. You have assigned both of them some tasks, right? And Farida was able to do that task, and Ashwin was not able to do the task, and you are just talking to both of them that what happened to the assignment given to them, and where it is, and your reaction. Just assume that situation, and don't try to be very perfect. Anything is just okay. So you can start. Time is yours. Over to you.
Can I start?
Yeah, Debajit. One by one, you maybe
Yes.
talk to them one by one.
Farida, hi. Farida, please unmute yourself. Ashwin, you too. Unmute yourself, please.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you, Farida.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Okay.
Farida, could you please briefly share with me what worked for you? How could you achieve those magnificent numbers?
Yeah, see, so then you had given me the task to complete my assignments at home. And initially I thought, how will I be able to do it? Work from home and with all the code that has to be done, the house was very difficult. But then when I planned my day and
Just a moment. I'm sorry, I'm interjecting. Just a moment. Ashwin, I want you
Yeah.
to hear. I want you to listen to Farida, whatever she's saying, because later on I'll come back to you on that.
you
I
are
am
asking
listening.
me,
Sorry
you are
again.
asking me about how I did my work, right?
What
From
worked for
home.
you? What worked for you? You've got stupendous amount of success, right? So what is
Yeah.
it that?
Perfect. So, I thought it would be very difficult for me how I'm going to finish my project, because with all the work and, you know, homework, housework, and office work, it was very difficult. But then the support that I got from my husband, and, I managed my cooking. So the day I had to finish my work, I said, okay, fine, today let my cooking be done by my husband. And he came in and supported me and saying, okay, don't worry, I'll do it. So the time, I could buy some time from all those activities, and I was able to put in my effort into the PPT that I had to make, and I was able to finish it on time. The support from all the family.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank
Farida. And you actually, brought out the fact that, between both of you, you have managed each of your expectations very well.
Yeah.
And between me and you also, the expectations have been managed very well, right? So,
Yeah.
Ashwin,
Yes,
I
boss.
guess my expectation from you that you need to now, look at what are the things that has worked for Farida and set out your expectations in your own area and probably outreach the numbers.
Well, I think that as we are now on lockdown, the internet connectivity speed has been really low where I try to complete my work. So I am following up with people, and I just need some time to finish it. I'll finish it as soon as possible.
Okay, so Ashwin, what I would want from exactly, what I expect from you is instead of giving me such a vague deadline, if you can give me a definite, you know,
Um, Sorry, DJ, your voice is breaking.
okay, can you hear me now? Ashwin, can you hear me?
Yeah, but
Okay, now you tell me, Ashwin, now that you know what are your limitations, to what extent you can stretch yourself, internet connectivity, etc., etc. So
yeah.
my expectation from you is that the learning that Farida gave and the expectation that I have from you, right?
Yes, I'm listening.
I expect you to deliver the numbers, the superlative numbers. You will have to tell me, not vaguely, rather precisely, when would you be able to finish this task?
Um, in 3 days time.
3 days. So today is
3 days.
Friday. Means by Wednesday you should be able to put it on the table, right?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much. Arun, I think we are done.
All right. So thank you very much, all three of you. You have brought down that, the realistic situation of what happens in the life. So thank you very much. And let's move forward from here. And your contribution will help me a lot. What I understand from your sharing is that whenever there is expectation from each other, there are three possible outcomes. One possible outcome is that the person performed below my expectation. The second possibility is that it was just equal to my participation at par. And the third possibility is that the person exceeded my expectations, which may be rare, but it can happen sometimes. So let's see the consequences. What happens when someone performs below my expectation? So be it a personal life, whether my family member, or be it a corporate life where it is my subordinate or a customer or vendor, if someone is performing below my expectation, what would happen? Here is a little bucket list that what may happen if people perform below my expectation. I may develop a feeling of rejection, right? I may be dissatisfied. There may be some argument that can take place. It can, suppose it is a customer who has got expectation from the company or the product and it is not up to the mark. There may be complaints. Someone may demand damages, or there may be agitation. Suppose workers are having expectation, management could not fulfill it, then there could be agitations. So like this, a lot of repercussions are possible when expectations are not met or they are below the expectation. Second
There's-
possibility is,
Can
yeah.
I add?
Yes.
Pranav, nonsense to business. Nonsense to the business is another, point which comes up, when you have below expectation.
So true. Absolutely. What happens when you are at par? So you expected something from someone and the person delivered exactly as much. Then it's okay. I mean, you've done it. It's okay. You are there. If you would not have been there, it's okay. So I phrase it in this way: "Aao to welcome, nahi to bheed kam." That means you are not valued. You are there. It's okay. If you're not there, then also it's okay. So you are nowhere valued. And we human beings, we want to be valued. For emotional purpose also, we want to be valued. For financial purpose also, we want to be valued, because my company will pay me only when I'm valued. Otherwise, they will not pay me. In relationship, if people don't consider me somebody, then I lose out on the emotional front. What happens when I exceed expectation? So I typically ask this question to many people, that what type of person are you? How many of you are hardworking people? Are you a hardworking person? And when people say yes, my next question is, I'm asking because there are two types of people in this world. One is hardworking people and second is hardly working people. So which category you belong? And my question to all hardworking people is this, that what is the treatment given to you when you work hard? उन लोगों के साथ क्या होता है जो लोग बहुत हार्ड वर्क करते हैं? बॉस ने काम दिया, आपने कर दिया. एक हाउस होल्ड लेडी है, होम मेकर है, बहुत सारा काम करती है, तो हम उसको क्या ट्रीटमेंट देते हैं? My take is, yes, it could be differ from person to person, situation to situation, but most of the time जो बंदा काम करता है उसको और ज्यादा काम दिया जाता है, जो सहन करता है उससे और ज्यादा सहनशीलता की एक्सपेक्टेशन. Whatever you do, the expectation will increase, and you do that, it increases further. Let's say a customer is expecting 80% efficiency from you, and you said, no, I want to give more, so you give them 85%. Next time, will they expect 80% again? No. 85 became normal now, so they would expect 85. Now you deliver 88. Now 88 became normal, not 85, 88. Now 88 is normal, and you have to give 90. Like this, it goes on and on. What if you have reached to 100 level? 100% you are delivering. Then what happens? Still the expectation goes on and on and on. And at that point of time, you have to even increase from 100%. And the simple proof of this kind of expectation is your mobile phone. Your mobile phone was meant to receive and make calls, and it performed very well. But you said it's very bulky, the battery life is bad, the cost is high, and the manufacturers started giving you better and better and better quality. And ultimately, there was a mobile phone which was very sleek, the mobile life was good, the cost was low, everything was good. Were you satisfied then? Still no. You said they'll mange more. And then what they did? They said, okay, I'm giving you an address book into this. You said, great. But after some time you said, they'll mange more. So they said camera. Then they said internet. Then they said more and more things. So every time they're adding more. And today your mobile phone is functioning not at 100% capacity, but at 700 or 800% capacity. And very soon it will arrive to 1000% capacity because you are demanding more and more. So whenever these expectations are met, the expectation increases. Is it good or bad? I don't know. In some situation, it may be bad. So when your capacity is exhausted and still people expect more, I think it is bad. But in terms of customer satisfaction, in terms of creating a more efficient product, in those scenarios, I think that raise of expectation is good because then we evolve, we innovate, and we create a better product and better product and better product, and we refine. So in that scenario, I think it is good to have higher respect. So when you exceed expectation, people say, wow, you've done great, but then they want you to do again, they want you to do more. So they want you to perform still better. If we look at it customer point of view, they will remain always happy with you if you perform well, if you give them more than what they ask. If you're an employee, it will work better if you give them more because bosses will be happy from you if you are delivering more than what they expect. So these are few things which we have to understand. And now I will come to another angle. Suppose you are a boss and you have subordinates. Should be the level of your expectation. Should you keep your expectation low? Should you keep it medium or should you keep it very high? So we discussed, personal life. We discussed boss and subordinate. Here is another point within boss and subordinate. Should you keep very high expectation? Should you keep average or should you keep it small? And this is applied to the teachers also. So bosses, teachers, should I keep high expectation? Should I just keep it medium or low? My take would be keep it high and very high. Very high. Of course, it should be realistic, but within realistic limits, keep it high. And not just high, you have to tell the people that I have very high expectations. It's not internally, it should be spelled out externally. As we proceed, we will see why we want to do that. But before that, I want to share with you the steps in expectation management. So what we saw till now, we saw that we all have expectation from each other. Three possibilities. One possibility is expectations are met, expectations are not met, or they are just at surface level it has been met. In all three situations, there will be three different kind of repercussion. And if we don't manage, especially the expectations which are not met, if we don't manage it properly, there will be loss. It could be financial loss, it could be relationship loss, it could be an emotional loss, but there will be a loss. Now, how to plug it? Types of action which we can take. One is to repair the loss when it happened, and the second is preventive method, where we take care of each other's expectation even before the damage took place. Right? So both of them we need to understand, and both of them we should use in our day-to-day life. Right? Okay. So these are the steps I would like you to, move within your mind. And while we are doing that, I would remind you once again that in the beginning, I requested you to think of one specific situation in your life. So once again, I want you to remind yourself of that one specific situation and apply these steps to that particular situation. First step, are you aware of your expectations? So whatever I'm expecting from my wife or my subordinate or my neighbor or my friend or my son, am I aware? Now you may say, yeah, of course I'm aware. But think again, ask again. Are you truly aware? Are you truly aware of the depth of it? Or you are just vaguely aware? Normally what happens is that people are vaguely aware that I expect a lot from my so-and-so. So my wife should take care of me. My wife should understand me. Now, understand me is a very vague term. How much, in what situations should she understand me? These are not defined. So first of all, I have to be very clear in my mind with more details. Now, is that detailing enough? I would say no, it's not enough. I have to define it more clearly in more detail. So, may I request people not to annotate if unless it is for a specific reason. Okay. So, I have to define it. And when you are going to define this expectation, ideally, it should be in writing. Now, you will find it very, very strange. In business scenario, yes, the expectation can be defined in writing. But in personal life also, can it be done? I would say yes, please do it. Not necessary that you to share with someone or show it to someone, but for your own clarity, you should define it completely clearly, and writing helps a lot. And in professional situation, it's a must. You have to define your expectations from other people. Why? Because when we come to the next step, that is communicating, if it is defined very well on a piece of paper on your computer, then it will be easier to communicate. If you could not define it well, it will be very, very difficult for you to communicate. So this definition is very important. And when you're defining it, go to the depth, go to the detailing, go to the very specific. Let it not be vague. If possible, make it numerical. I expect from you that in one day you will be devoting at least 1 hour with me. Not that you should spend at least some time with me. The wife says, मेरे साथ थोड़ा तो टाइम गुजारो. अभी थोड़ा मतलब कितना? 15 मिनट थोड़ा है, 1 घंटा थोड़ा है, 3 घंटा थोड़ा है. What is that थोड़ा? कभी तो मुझे घूमने ले जाया करो. अब कभी तो क्या है? हफ्ते में एक बार ले जाऊं, महीने में एक बार ले जाऊं, साल में एक बार ले जाऊं. Your definition may be different than mine. So I have to define that as a wife, I expect that in a week, once you should take me out for a dinner. Every day you should spend at least 30 minutes with me. So these are very specific. We are not comfortable doing that. Our culture is not such that we are habituated to do this. But I would urge that develop this habit. Now the next step is communicate. Tell this to the person. If in writing, wonderful, otherwise verbally, but very clearly inform the person that my dear wife, I have got so and so expectations. My dear husband, this is what I expect from you. My dear subordinate, these are the steps or these are the achievements I want you to do within so much time at so and so cost. So complete detail and communicate. Do you think it will be always acceptable? Let me give you an example of Sasu and Bahu. There is a Sas, there is a Bahu. सासू इज होपिंग दैट जब मेरी बहू आएगी मेरे लिए इतनी सेवा करेगी, मेरे लिए ये करेगी, मेरे लिए वो करेगी. बहू है वो सोचती है कि जब मैं जाऊंगी तो सास मेरी बहुत लाड करेगी, मेरा बहुत वेलकम करेगी, मुझे बहुत अच्छे से रखेगी एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. बट व्हाट इज द ग्राउंड रियलिटी? इट मे बी डिफरेंट because maybe that this lady is working lady, and when she comes back she is not having any further energy to serve the sasuma. All those things are possible. So do you think that everything that Sasu expected from Bahu and the Bahu expected from Sasu is very easy for them, or they can actually do it? Not always, because that expectation may be way ahead of what they are able to deliver. So sometimes, yes, it is possible, but many times it's not really practically possible, either because the expectation itself is too high, or the capacity of this person to deliver is not that much high. Whatever may be the reason, whether it is justified, not justified, that's not the major point. The major point is, can she do it? Both parties, either party. And when you know that I can't do it, so I have expectation from you, I conveyed it to you, but you realize that, sorry, I can't do it. This is not possible for me. Then what do I do? Then we have to negotiate. We have to sit down and we have to negotiate. Now, we culturally, we find it very strange to sit down and negotiate. Forget about negotiating. Even communicating is not in our blood. So please, friend, we have to develop this. So first we have to communicate, then we have to negotiate. The Bahu has to be courageous enough to say to the boss that, Sasuma, you are expecting so and so things. I can understand your expectation, but sorry, I would be able to do this much only. As an employee, you should be able to tell your boss very clearly that, sir, your expectations are right, but my capacity is to do this. So I call it traffic signal responses, which I will come to it little later. But the point right now is we need to negotiate. We have to negotiate. Don't feel shy to negotiate. And then reach to an agreement. Both of us should agree that, okay, you have expectation, I have expectation. This is what you can do, this is what you can do. Let's agree to a certain point. And after reaching to that agreement point, we have to perform, we have to do it. And after we do it, and in the process, time to time, we have to review it. And on the path and after completion, we should reward the person who has completed my effort. What is reward? Not necessarily the financial reward. It could be just a pat on the back. It could be an appreciation. It could be just well done. Or it could be a financial reward. It could be a gift, anything. But the point is, we need to reward the person. And also we should give feedback to this, especially when you're not happy. Don't criticize, don't creep, don't fight, don't get angry, but give them feedback. There's a big difference between a feedback and criticism. So don't criticize, but give them feedback. Why? If you criticize, next time your relationship will not be good. Your next expectation may not be fulfilled well. But when you give feedback, then the person would still want to work for you, still want to keep you happy, and things will move in a positive direction. So give them feedback for negatives, reward them for the positives which they have done, where your expectations. These are the few pointers. I think these are the very, very important thoughts. At least from my point of view, these are very important. I would just read it out once again so that it sinks in our mind. We have to develop this habit. It's not easy. एकदम से कल से नहीं हो जाएगा. You have to sink in again and again that मुझे करना है. Right? It may be difficult. It may not be usual. It is not what you have been doing. It is not what you have seen people doing it. But ये नया habit आपको cultivate करना पड़ेगा if you want to have a better life, better quality of life, better synergy in life. ये आपको करना पड़ेगा. So be aware of your expectations from other people. Define it in more and more detail, ideally in numbers. Communicate it to the person. Negotiate if there is a gap. Get to an agreement. Implement it. Perform. Review it from time to time, and at the end of this task, reward the person if they are successful, at least initially, partially, and give them feedback if they are not. यदि आप इतना steps करते हो, it will create miracles for you. I can guarantee you miracles will happen. In certain situation, your relationship will improve. In certain situation, the outcome will improve. Most important thing, people would want to work for you. They will not have to work for you. Mind these two words. They are two बहुत छोटा सा फर्क लगता है लेकिन बहुत बड़ा फर्क है. They want to do for you or they have to do for you. Have to do is authority, compulsion, but want to do दिल से आता है. So let it come from दिल से so that next time also they will follow. These are the steps we have to develop our habit. It may take time. Gradually आपका subconscious mind train हो जाएगा और फिर ये सब automatically होते जाएगा. आपको बिल्कुल extra effort नहीं करना पड़ेगा. But initially you have to take a lot of effort. Trying to move to do that. Yes, so awareness is what we talked about. You have to be aware about what you want, get confirmation from people, ask and check their comfort level, whether they are comfortable with what you want from them. And it's very also important to inform them repercussions. I have certain expectation from you. If you fulfill, this is how I'm going to reward you. If you don't fulfill, this is how I'm going to penalize you. And if possible, please document it. While you are doing this, I would suggest that you use empathy. What is empathy? Empathy is putting yourself into other person's shoes. So don't just order. Just put yourself into the shoes of the person, that if I expect so and so things from this person, what is the reaction from their side? What is the situation of this person? Would they be able to do it? How would they feel emotionally? And all those things. So the more you empathize with the other party, the better you will be able to communicate and negotiate in terms of expectations. Then you ask them for implementation. Offer your support if possible, that okay, in terms of implementation, converting it into action, I'm there to support. When the results are positive, please celebrate, praise them. When you are praising them, praise loud, create a lot of noise, and do it in front of lot many people. But when it is negative and you have to give feedback, give them in private, give them in whisper, don't shout. And the tone should be analytical tone. The tone should be with an objective of teaching them, not teaching them a lesson, teaching them. Again, there is a difference between teaching and teaching a lesson. Teaching a lesson is like penalizing, and teaching them or giving them feedback is to help them do it better next time. To have that tone, your tone is very, very important. With that tone, in private, in whisper terms, give them the feedback, and always give them an exit. I have given you a task, you could not do it. Allow them to move out gracefully. Don't put them down, don't insult them, especially in front of other people. You do it once, yes, this time you can do it, but what about your next expectation? When you share your next expectation from them, they will be either under pressure, under your authority, but that they will not like to do it by heart. So dil se nahi karenge. What you want to do them is dil se, because when they do dil se, the quality is far better, and your chances of meeting your next expectation is much higher. So give them exit. Now, having said this, let's also consider the other side of the coin. And what is the other side of coin? The way you have expectation from people, those other people also have certain expectations. You. So I may have a lot of expectation from my wife, but could it be one-sided? Not really. He is also a human being. He has also got her right. He also has got some expectation from me, and will I be able to fulfill or meet that expectation? I am a boss. I have subordinate, but I also have a boss, and my boss is also having certain expectation from me. Am I able to fulfill those expectations or not? So that's equally good question, like what I have from my subordinate. How to manage that? So once again, don't assume that you know. So I assume that I know what my boss expects from me. I assume that what my wife expects from me, I am aware. But am I really aware? Possibly yes, possibly no. Ask this question. Ask this question to yourself. And very important is read between the lines. Sometimes people say that okay, I want you to do things in so and so manner. But there are certain things they don't want to share. They feel shy. They feel that सामने वाले को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. Maybe many other reasons. So a lot of things they say, a lot of things they don't say. Can you read between the lines? And one very good habit you can develop is paraphrase. So when I tell you that Suresh, I want you to complete this report in 2 hours, you will paraphrase and say, sir, I understand that this report is urgent and you want it by 4 o'clock today. Is that true? That is the way you can get the confirmation from the person that you understood the expectation in the right way. There is a very famous technique of Toyota's 5, that is root cause analysis. Can you get to the root cause of the expectation the other person is having from you? So if I have certain expectations, can you ask why 5 or 6 or 7 times, so that you really understand that what is the basic reason why I want something or certain behavior. And if I can reach to that bottom level, then you must have heard of that story, there was a boss and there were 2 subordinates competitive to each other, and the boss told him that okay, there is this fruit wala fellow downstairs selling oranges, so just find out what is the price of the orange. So the first boy goes, subordinate goes, finds out the price and comes back. The second fellow goes, not only asks the price of the oranges, also asks that okay, how much quantity you have, what is the rate if I take in quantity, will you come again tomorrow, what if I take purchase from you regularly. So he gathers a lot of information and come back and tells the boss that okay, I've inquired so many things, what exactly you want, tell me so that I can communicate it to the fruit wala. Now there's a difference. One fellow just did what was told. Expectation wise, even that first fellow did what was told, but the second fellow read between the lines, went to the root cause and went ahead of what was told. because he realized that boss is asking for price. That means there is some intention of buying, and that buying may be on a regular basis. So based on that, he went into deeper. Friends, I'm able to see few questions and few raised hands, but unfortunately, I'm not so comfortable in switching from this slide presentation to the question mode. So I'll take a little more time to explain what I want to explain, and then we'll come to the question and answer session where I will be able to take it up. What if my boss expects a lot from me? Should I be yes man? No, not at all. You have two choices. One, you can reduce their expectations, and second, you can increase your performance. Ideally, you should increase your performance. But if it is not really possible, then you have to reduce their expectations with communication. That, sorry, boss, that is not possible. And that is where this is the traffic signal light which I spoke of at the earlier stage. I need to tell my boss that, sir, this task which you are giving me is green light. शाहरुख खान के जैसे बोलो, मैं हूं ना सर, मैं कर दूंगा, आप चिंता मत करो, ये काम हो जाएगा, आप निश्चिंत रहो. How many times you must have said this to your boss? बॉस हो जाएगा, आप चिंता मत करो, मेरी जिम्मेदारी, आप मेरे पे छोड़ दो. At least 2 or 3 simple tasks you can go and tell this to your boss. Then there is a red light where you are going to straight away tell your boss, boss, this is not possible. Unless you give me some help, unless you change my priority, unless you do something about it, it's not going to happen. Sorry. I don't want to give you false hope. It's not going to happen. An amber light where I will say that, okay, I got a lot of work, I will do that. And thereafter, I will definitely make my genuine effort to do it. And if possible, I will do it. But I'm not giving any promise to you. I'm not giving any. So these are the 3 kind of responses you should be giving to your bosses, your seniors, or anybody who is having some experience. You, that will you do it? Will you not do it? Or will you make your effort but you are not? So this communication is very, very important. If you do this, you have done a great job in managing expectations, because then the people know होता क्या है लोगों का. बॉस ने कहा ये काम करना है, यस सर. दूसरा काम करना है, यस सर. तीसरा काम, यस सर. चौथा काम, यस सर. बिकॉज वी आर वरीड ऑफ रिपरकेशन. ना बोलेंगे तो बॉस नाराज हो जाएंगे, ना बोलेंगे तो मेरे को नौकरी से निकाल देंगे. ऑल दिस आर योर फॉल्स वरीज. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता है, बट हमारा डर है. और वो डर में हमने सब हाँ बोल दिया, और कर कितना सकते हैं? We'll be able to do just few of them, not all of them. And then Murphy's law, जो काम आपने किया उसके लिए बॉस पूछेंगे नहीं, और जो नहीं किया उसके लिए पूछेंगे. तब आप ना बोलोगे, आप अपना रीजन दे रहे हो, बॉस बोलते हैं एक्सक्यूज मत दो. Whatever is reason from your point of view is the excuse from the point of view of your bosses, and your prestige is getting down, and your expectations are not met. As compared to that, if you have told them in the beginning, sir, ये काम तो होगा, ये नहीं होगा, इसका मैं try करूँ. Yes, it requires a courage at this point of time. But once you have shown that courage, then the boss is very clear that क्या काम होने वाला है, क्या नहीं होने वाला है. They can depend on you. I can tell you one thing, those who are in job, आपको जो भी सैलरी मिलती है ना, सपोज आपका सैलरी 30,000 रुपीज, 10,000 rupees is the only money which you get for your doing the work, and 20,000 rupees is for your dependence. Can I depend on you? If I can depend on you, I pay you 20,000 rupees more. But if you are the only worker, then I want to pay only 10,000. Your 30,000 का breakup ये है, 10,000 for working and 20,000 for dependency. I can depend on you. And as you go higher on the post in the hierarchy, accordingly your dependency value goes high and working goes low. And that's why at higher level you are not supposed to work. You are supposed to become accountable, responsible, and dependable. That is why you are. तो यदि ज्यादा पैसा चाहिए तो become dependent. हमने negotiation की बात की थी. Negotiation के simple rules है. This is not the forum to get into details of negotiation, but these are the 5 possibilities: competing, accommodating, or somewhere in between, compromise, avoiding, and collaborating. हमारा effort ये होगा जब भी हम negotiate करते हैं हमारी expectation को, that it should be in the collaboration. वो होगा तो best है. वो नहीं होता है तो then second, third, and fifth choice is also there. So get there, but at least get negotiation. Don't leave it hanging. Even the weakest format of negotiation is better than no negotiation. Right? What if I am not able to fulfill the expectation of my, whosoever it is, boss or whosoever had expectation, I could not meet it? First thing is communicate. बता दो उनको. होता क्या, लोग अवॉइड करते हैं. आपने मुझे काम दिया था, मेरे से नहीं हुआ, आई अवॉइड, आई डोंट पिक अप योर कॉल, आई स्विच ऑफ माई मोबाइल. प्लीज डोंट डू दैट. कम्युनिकेट टू द पर्सन प्रोएक्टिवली कि सर आपने काम दिया था, मेरे से नहीं. अपोलोजाइज, ऑफर देम ऑल्टरनेटिव, सर मेरे से नहीं हुआ बट दिस द वे somehow the task can be done. आपके पास ऑल्टरनेट नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, कम से कम आप कम्युनिकेट और अपोलोजाइज तो कर दें, उतना तो हम कर सकते हैं. So I think that is must, that should be done. And at any cost, don't avoid the communication, don't break the communication, which most of people do when they are not able to. So that is my very strong appeal. Don't avoid the communication. Keep the communication on, especially when you are not able to meet the expectation. Do communicate. वो टाइम पे communication का value बहुत ज़्यादा. To conclude, I will just like to remind you what we discussed. Expectations are from both sides. So be clear of what you expect from people and what people expect from you. While doing that, please use our empathy. Please develop a habit of asking the other people that what is that you expect from me. Paraphrase what they told you and the same thing other way around. Traffic light response जो हमने बात की, ये काम होगा, ये काम नहीं होगा और ये काम मैं ट्राई करूंगा. Convert it into action. कोई भी expectation management without action is of no value. And communicate after you have done. आपने काम कर दिया, बहुत अच्छी बात है, but even that should be communicated. And reverse rules apply. So ये दोनों साइड में rules are same. You have to apply it on both the sides. So these are few thoughts which I wanted to share from my side. And now I would leave the floor open to all of you for making your comments, or asking questions, giving me feedback, any kind of communication. So I'm also looking at the chat box, and if there is anything I can pick up from the chat box, I will pick up from there, or you can. One of the point I can read from Supriya is, should a subordinate also state his expectation from the boss? Yes, Supriya, yes, sure. You have got all the right as a subordinate. You have got all the right to tell your boss that boss, these are my expectation from you as a boss. These are my expectations from the company as an employee of the company. It could be in terms of behavior. आप मुझे कैसे treat करते हो? It could be about my sitting place. It could be about my salary, the time of the salary paid. It could be about anything that is concerned, and you have to communicate. यदि आप communicate नहीं करोगे, chances are that you will not get. Then you will grumble, you will gossip, you will complain internally. Nothing will happen. Complain to the person who is responsible, and complain, not really complain. Give a feedback when it is required, when something can be done. Don't complain when everything is over. बाद में करने से ज़्यादा मज़ा नहीं. पहले करो, ये मेरी expectation है. Better, please take care that these. And we are talking in a very polite way, so there's nothing wrong in sharing it. So please use assertive communication when you're sharing your expectation from senior. Well, Diganta has got a question: what to do when some bosses are not ready to negotiate? Well, reality is that yes, there are few bosses they are not ready to negotiate. Forget about negotiation; they are not even ready to listen. One-way communication is something very good. So WhatsApp, email is something very good. कभी-कभी हम लोग जब verbally बोलते हैं, they are not willing to listen. But if you send them a message, then nobody can do anything. They can't stop your communication. So my take would be, if you get a boss who is not ready to listen to you in a verbal communication, or not even ready to negotiate, please share with them on written media that, sir, ma'am, these are my expectations from you. And in a very polite and mild manner, you tell them, if possible, that if you meet these expectations, this will be the result. And if you don't meet the expectation, this will be the result. Now, you don't need to share all this in one go. You can do it in the staggered way also. So, pehla ek request that, sir, ma'am, these are my expectations from you. After some time, again, sir, these were my expectations, but so far it is not happening, and I am still waiting for you. And the third or fourth may be that, sir, if it is not happening, these are the steps I will be taking, or I may have be taking. So like this, progressively, step by step, you have to bring them into a corner that, sorry, I'm not going to take it. But you have to do. If you're not doing that, you're not assertive. If you're not assertive, you don't get it. जब तक आप मांगोगे नहीं, आपको मिलेगा. यदि आप बिना मांगे यदि प्रेशर में काम कर रहे हो, आई एम नॉट गिविंग यू थिंग्स बट यू आर वर्किंग, व्हाई शुड आई गिव? आई मीन आई एम हैप्पी, काम चल रहा है मेरा, यू हैव टू टॉक, यू डोंट टॉक, यू सर. रीडिंग बिटवीन द लाइन, यस अश्विन. क्या होता है जैसे कि मैं मुझे मान लो मेरी वाइफ से ये एक्सपेक्टेशन, मैं वाइफ को ये बोलता हूँ कि यार मेरा बाथरूम में मैं जाता हूँ, मेरे को टॉवल भी नहीं रहता मेरा, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, एक टॉवल नहीं रख सकते तुम? कितनी बार बोलना पड़ेगा? मैंने पहले भी कई बार बोला था कि बाथरूम में टॉवल नहीं है. Am I talking about towel or am I talking about something? Good chance that I'm not just talking about it. Either I'm talking about my day-to-day care she should be taking, or maybe that more than that, maybe that I'm talking about some psychological maybe attention or maybe fulfillment. So somewhere I feel that she's not paying attention to me and my. Somewhere I feel that I mean I've written one article जिसमें मैंने सीधा लिखा था, my today again there was no towel in the bathroom, my wife do not allow me. So there may be some emotional need which I feel that yeah she's busy, she's not paying attention to me, and even a small thing she's not paying attention to, बड़ी चीज में तो क्या करें? So what I am saying is towel, but what I have in mind could be either a day-to-day comfort or there is a possibility of a emotional need which I have which is not getting fulfilled. लेकिन वो मैं डायरेक्ट नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. There may be my fear, there may be my cultural you know disconnect because of which मैं बोल नहीं पा रहा हूँ. Maybe I'm a shy person, introvert person, तो मैं नहीं बोल पा रहा हूँ. But the thing is मैं बोलना कुछ चाह रहा हूँ, बोल कुछ और रहा हूँ. मैं बोलना ये चाह रहा हूँ you're not taking my care, and मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि towel. So that is what is reading between. So when I say towel नहीं था, can you read between the lines? कहना क्या था? Okay, so out of the 9 steps, which is the most critical step in managing expectations? Should it flow in the same order always? So Soumya, not necessary that all are important. Sometimes some of them can be skipped, sometimes the order can be changed, and definitely not in the same order always. Most of the time, yes. Most of the time, all the 9 steps and in the same order, but there is no hard and fast rule. You can adopt it as per the situation. So it's absolutely very much situational. Based on the situation, you can adopt it. The main thing is train your mind to do this. And I can tell you, इनिशियली आपको लगेगा कि यार ये तो बहुत झंझट है कि नौ चीज को याद रखना है, स्टेप्स करना, बट वंस यू ट्रेन योर माइंड इट विल जस्ट हैपन ऑटोमेटिकली. इट्स लाइक ड्राइविंग अ कार. पहली बार जब आप ड्राइव करते हो तो आपको क्लच भी देखना पड़ता है, गियर भी चेंज करना पड़ता है, आपका देखने का ढंग भी बहुत टेंस्ड होता है, स्टीयरिंग को भी आप हार्ड पकड़ के रखते हो. बट एज यू स्टार्ट ड्राइविंग एवरीथिंग बिकम्स नॉर्मल, एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम आप चॉकलेट भी खा रहे हो, एफएम रेडियो भी सुन रहे हो, गाड़ी भी चल रही है, कोई आ गया तो ब्रेक भी मार दिया, गियर भी चेंज कर लिया, ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाता है. So when you initially this will be a little hurdle to follow these 9 steps, but as you get into practice तो automatic होते जाएगा, अपने आप होगा, अपने आप वो माइंड में steps चलते रहेंगे, then you are at ease. But yes, हर एक परिस्थिति में all of them will not be applicable, some of them will be applicable. छोटा मोटा मैटर होगा तो एक या दो स्टेप काफी है. हमको एग्जॉस्टिव समझना है, फिर जितना यूज करना है उतना. पूरा बड़ा समझ लिया तो छोटा कर सकते हैं, खाली छोटा समझा तो बड़ा नहीं. So that's why बड़े स्पेक्ट्रम को समझ लें, फिर जितना जरूरत है उतना यूज.
Yeah, Good evening, Rajat here. So I think we are six, but as per the expectation, I think once you are there, the expectation of the people are also getting more and more, because I believe that last when I saw this program, my expectation went up, and I thought that let me listen to you once more, because of Dil Mange More from you, and logo ka bhi Dil Mange More. It is already 6. So if we have more people, they have more expectation. Yes, we can continue for another 5 minutes
Okay.
or 10 minutes as per the expectation of the people.
Okay, all right. So what I will do is I will look into the questions once again, and if there is any question that I think I can answer, I will do that. So people can send more questions, and then I will sort of handle those things. So one question which I can see here is, what do you do when some bosses are not ready to communicate? We've discussed that. Today's subordinate, I've done that. Anything else that comes to you? Anyone having any specific question? More focus on
One can unmute and ask him directly also. Like if by writing you are not able to express what you think of, you can directly unmute and ask him.
Samay made a very interesting remark. He is endorsing my view that corporate ladder. So friends, I think this is very very important. Corporate ladder में वो hard working की बात करते हैं. Hard working is valued, but that's not the only thing. It is the dependency which is very very important. तो बहुत सारे फैक्टर हैं, accountability, responsibility, dependability, and these can be developed by a right communication. And what we discussed is one part of communication. तो ये communication बहुत clear होना चाहिए. I will give you an example. I was very active in Lions Club. I was the president, and I had two people supporting me. One is the secretary and one is the treasurer. तो ये सेक्रेटरी महोदय को मैं जब कोई काम देता था तो ही वॉज वेरी अपफ्रंट पर्सन. हो जाएगा मीन्स हो जाएगा, दुनिया इधर से उधर हिल जाए वो काम हो जाएगा, एंड नहीं होगा तो ही विल अपफ्रंट से कि अरुण मैं जरा बिजी हूँ, मैं नहीं करूँ. I would feel very bad whenever he would say no. I would feel very bad. But over a period of time, I understood कि कम से कम जब वो हाँ बोलता है तो मेरे को एकदम चिंता नहीं होती है, टेंशन नहीं होती है. I can relax. Whereas my treasurer was little comfortable person. तो बोलता है हाँ मैं कर दूंगा, हो जाएगा. फिर उसको टाइम मिलता तो कर दिया, नहीं मिला तो नहीं हुआ, तो कभी होता था कभी नहीं होता. So the problem was, even if he has done the work, I was never confident whether he has done the work or not, and the communication would generally not come. कि अरुण हुआ या नहीं हुआ, पेंडिंग है या हो गया, तो हो गया तो भी नहीं बताया, नहीं हुआ तो भी नहीं बताया, पेंडिंग है तो भी नहीं बताया. आउटसाइड थर्ड पार्टी से मालूम पड़ता था कि ये वाला काम बाकी. I was not able to depend on that. So that is where I learned this, that आप भले कम काम करो, लेकिन जितना काम कर रहे हैं उसका यदि कम्युनिकेशन आप करते हो, स्पेशली मुझे टास्क दिया है, इफ आई गो बैक एंड टेल यू कि ये काम तो हो गया, ये नहीं हुआ, इसमें इतना डिले है और ये तारीख तक हो जाएगा, आई फील मोर कंफर्टेबल. आई फील कि या ये बंदे पे मैं भरोसा कर सकता हूँ. एंड दैट इज वेयर द कॉर्पोरेट ग्रोथ विल टेक प्लेस, बिकॉज एट हायर लेवल यू डोंट नीड पीपल टू वर्क. उसके नीचे काम करने को मिल जाएंगे, लेकिन डिपेंडेंसी इज समथिंग वेयर not everyone can respond to that. So I think in the corporate life that dependency is valued more than anything. Assimilation is valued, dependence is valued. तो ये सब qualities आप develop करेंगे तो leadership में आप grow करेंगे, and that's very my firm belief. I've seen people doing that. बहुत सारे examples हैं मेरे सामने real life के. So I urge people very very specifically that ये वाला जो communication है, expectation के इसमें be very rigid. भले बुरा लगेगा एक बार, बहुत मुश्किल होता है बॉस को मुंह पे बोलना कि बॉस नहीं होगा, बट डेवलप दिस हैबिट. हो जाएगा, धीरे धीरे आप सीख जाओगे, आपको करना समझ में आ जाएगा. एंड द आंसर इज असर्टिव कम्युनिकेशन. ये बड़ा सब्जेक्ट है, अभी नहीं ले सकते, बट लर्न असर्टिव कम्युनिकेशन, यू वुड बी एबल टू से नो इन अ वेरी नाइस एंड
Arun sir, probably that is the reason, most of the scientifically managed organizations, so to say,
Yeah.
they work on a very robust performance management system.
Yes.
So in the beginning of the year, the boss and the subordinate, they sit where there's a set of KRS and KPIs, and they allot various scoring scores and
Yes.
project Probably that is one of the reasons why it works, wonderful in today's scenario.
So Debajit, you have brought a very, very interesting and important point here is that performance management system in a way is expectation management. That means in the beginning of the year, you have created the expectation, you have defined the expectation, you have conveyed it to the person, you have also told them कि करोगे तो क्या award है, नहीं करोगे तो क्या penalty है. Now go do it and report us in the system, and the system will automatically decide. हमको individually manually decide करने का जरूरत नहीं है, because everything is defined by the numbers of outcome which was already defined at the beginning of the year. और बंदा जो काम कर रहा है उसको ईयर एंड में नहीं मालूम पड़ता कि मेरा क्या है, उसको एवरीडे मालूम पड़ता है कि आज मेरा स्कोर कहां से कहां तक पहुंचा है, मैं कितनी दूर हूं अपनी मंजिल से. So that motivates the person, and even if it doesn't motivate, at least the person knows कि मेरा साल के अंत में कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला because मैंने परफॉर्म ही नहीं किया, तो शिकायत नहीं कर सकता. और पॉजिटिव करा तो उसको मालूम है मुझे ये मिलने वाला है, तो दैट एनकरेज, तो उसको डे टू डे अपना फीडबैक खुद ही मिल जाता है, किसी से पूछने का जरूरत नहीं है. So these are the things they are doing. So in a way, this is what they are doing is expectation management in a very professional and in a structured way. That is what they are. You're right. Great, friends. So it has been very nice evening, and I enjoyed a lot conducting this session. And very, very eagerly, I would be awaiting your feedback. कि आपको ये सेशन कैसा लगा, यूजफुल लगा कि नहीं लगा, एंगेजिंग लगा कि नहीं लगा, और एनीथिंग एल्स दैट यू वांट टू गिव मी एज ए फीडबैक. आपकी पॉजिटिव फीडबैक आएगी, मुझे एनर्जी मिलेगी. आपकी नेगेटिव फीडबैक आएगी, उससे मुझे आगे सीख के अपने आप को और इम्प्रूव करने का मौका मिलेगा. दोनों कंडीशन में मैं आपको बहुत दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा. तो योर फीडबैक.
सर एक क्वेश्चन है. सर एक क्वेश्चन है.
या
सर आपने वो टॉवल का एग्जांपल दिया था अबाउट रीडिंग बिटवीन द लाइन्स. सर इट कम्स ऑन अ पर्सनल फ्रंट. कुड यू गिव एनी प्रोफेशनल एग्जांपल सर प्लीज?
प्रोफेशनल एग्जांपल में यदि एक बॉस आपको एक असाइनमेंट देता है, राइट, दैट समझिए आपने कोई एक अच्छा सा आइडिया दिया, और अच्छा सा आइडिया दिया और बॉस ने बोला कि भैया व्हाई डोंट यू टेक इट अप एंड यू डू इट, राइट. अभी आपने क्या बोला कि ओके सर, अभी सबके सामने आपने आइडिया दिया था, यू आर वैल्यूड, सबके सामने बॉस ने बोल दिया कि कर लो. आप क्या कर रहे हो? आपको ना बोलने की हिम्मत नहीं होगी शायद, या अच्छा नहीं लगेगा इमोशनली, तो आप बोलोगे ओके सर आई विल डू इट. बट रीडिंग बिटवीन द लाइन क्या है? विल यू डू इट? और अंदर में आप ये सोच रहे हो यार ये आइडिया देके मैं कहाँ फंस गया, आगे से मैं मीटिंग में बोलूंगा, बात ही नहीं करूंगा, बिकॉज जब बात करो तो गले में काम डाल. दैट इज व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग इनसाइड. नाउ कैन द बॉस रीड दिस आउट ऑफ योर? That is reading. So
Okay.
if this boss pays notice to your words which you are using, the tone in which you are saying, and your body language. तो आपने आइडिया दिया, बॉस बोला अरे वाह क्या मस्त आइडिया, बहुत बढ़िया आइडिया, एंड व्हाई डोंट यू टेक इट दिस प्रोजेक्ट? यू से ओके सर यस आई विल टेक इट. आपके बोलने के स्टाइल में उसको समझ में आया कि नहीं आया कि भैया इसका मन नहीं, मैं खाली आइडिया दिया था, इसको प्रोजेक्ट लेने का नहीं है, प्रॉबेबली यू आर ऑलरेडी ओवरलोड. सो वो जो रीड बिटवीन लाइन है वो यदि नहीं करेंगे तो एक्सपेक्टेशन का मिसमैनेजमेंट होने वाला है. एंड इफ दैट फेलो इज केयरफुल, तो तीन चीज मेरे हिसाब से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. द वर्ड्स पीपल यूज, द टोन दे यूज, एंड द बॉडी दे यूज. ये यदि आप रीड करोगे तो आपको उनका इंटरनल मीनिंग क्या है, जो रीड बिटवीन द लाइन है, वो समझ में आ जाएगा, और उसके हिसाब से आप एक्शन लोगे तो ज्यादा.
Clear sir, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arun, and thanks to all the parties who joined. This was a wonderful session, and a lot of expectation was fulfilled by all of us here, and even the trainer to get so many people. That was also expectation of our trainer to get how many participants. And this is the time we have a lot of expectation. ये lockdown expectation भी है, कब बंद होगी, कब mandates मिलेगा, उसका भी expectation है. So so वो कब से प्रोफेशनल फी आना चालू होगा. So a lot of expectation we do have, and staying in the house also we have a lot of expectation. 2 कप चाय की जगह 4 कप चाय मिल जाएगा. So it is a days of expectation, and we expected Mr. Arun to come, and he clearly mentioned his expectation. I request all of you to please give a note in the best facilitator group, so his expectation can be fulfilled. He knows the people who joined here, what they think about the program. And tomorrow we have a wonderful program by Supriyo Sengupta on leadership, and that is one subject everybody loves. And I'm sure that all of you will join here, and you can tell your other friends also to be a part of that leadership programs, because we don't often get people to train us, and because we don't have time, we are busy with our own schedule. So this is an opportunity we have, so we can always expect to learn it during this point of time, where the people of east, west, north, south, everyone is participating here. And the participants are also, yeah,
Tomorrow also?
tomorrow also same time, 5 o'clock.
Same
5 to
time,
6.
same room. Same room.
Same time, same Zoom, same. Every link and everything will remain same. So you can send it to friends also. So that will be the expectation of a trainer to get 100 participants. So that will be a wonderful situation then, right? So once more, thanks to all of you for being here and making the day one very, very successful. Thank you all. So ending the meeting.
Okay, so bye bye everyone, and thank you for everyone for the
Thank
nice
you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome.